Okay, now in this question, we want to solve the differential equation using Laplace transform. In order to do so, we should take Laplace of each of these terms in the differential equation. After taking the Laplace, we want to find f of s. And after we found actually what f of s is, we want to take Laplace inverse of f of s to get to f of t, which is our actual solution for this differential equation. So we're going to start by taking Laplace of each of these terms, right? We want to take Laplace of each of these terms. The first one, it is minus f prime of t. Minus can be actually neglected and can be moved in front of the Laplace. So it would be minus Laplace of f prime of t. So it would be s times f of s minus f of 0 plus Laplace of f of t, which is f of s, and Laplace of minus 6 times e to the 2t. Minus 6 is a constant as well, so it can be moved in front of the Laplace, and it will be minus 6 times Laplace of e to the power of 2t, which would be 1 over s minus 2. Now, after calculating the Laplace for each of these terms, we want to find the value for f of s. In order to do so, we're just going to simplify the equation. I'm just going to write f of 0 is equal to 6. And I'm just going to multiply this negative sign into the parentheses. And then we just actually apply the negative sign in here. It would be minus s f s plus 6 plus f of s is equal to minus 6 over s minus 2. Now, I want to factor out this equation by f of s. It would be f of s minus s plus 1 in here, which is the coefficient of f of s, plus 6, which is this value in here, which is left, minus 6 over s minus 2. Now, after doing that, I want to move this plus 6 value to the right-hand side, which would actually get a negative sign if I move it. So I'm just going to write minus 6 in here. And later, what we want to do is I'm just going to divide both of these equations in here by the value of minus s plus 1. So my left-hand side would be left with f of s only, and my right-hand side would be actually divided by minus s plus 1. So the first one would be minus 6 over s minus 2 times s minus s plus 1, and also minus 6 over minus s plus 1, right? And now, as I mentioned, we want to take Laplace inverse of this function in here to get the f of t. But we know what is the Laplace inverse of this function, because it is 1 over s plus a, which is a constant, which would be in terms of exponential function. But we don't know the actually Laplace inverse of this term in here. So we should actually decompose this fraction into partial fractions, because if we actually decompose it into partial fractions, we can easily calculate the Laplace inverse. So for this term, I'm just gonna write it in here. It is minus 6 over s minus 2 times minus s plus 1, which would be equal to a over s minus 2 plus b over minus s plus 1, right? Now, what I want to do, I want to multiply both sides of the equation by this denominator, which is s minus 2 times minus s plus 1. So I would be left with minus 6 on the left-hand side, and I would have a times minus s plus 1 plus b times minus s minus 2, right? Now, I want to actually see what are the a and b values in here, so I can complete my decomposition process to find the a and b values, I'm just gonna say that as you see in here, we have a constant on the left hand side, but we have some s values, which are some variables in here. So that means the summation of the coefficient of these s values should be equal to 0, since we have only a constant on the left hand side. That means what is the coefficient of s in here? It is minus a. And what is the coefficient of s in here? It is plus b, should be equal to 0. And also the summation of the constant on the right hand side should be equal to minus 6 as well. So that means a times 1, which is a, plus b times minus 2, which is minus 2b, should be equal to minus 6 as well. So I have two unknowns, two equations. I can easily solve a and b. So if I add actually these two equations together, the a values would be omitted. So I would be left with minus b is equal to minus 6, which means b is equal to 6. And also to find the a value in here, I'm just going to substitute b is equal to 6 into either of these equations. So if I actually substitute it into the first equation, that would mean that my a value is equal to 6 as well. So after finding the a and b values in here, I can rewrite my equation of f of s. F of s would be equal to a over s minus 2, which was 6 over s minus 2, plus 6 over minus s plus 1. And also I had this term minus 6 over minus s plus 1 before the decomposition, right? Which is minus 6 over minus s plus 1. And as you see in here, these two terms would be omitted and taken away because they are the same. So we will be left with f of s is equal to 6 over s minus 2, which we can easily calculate the inverse of this Laplace function. So Laplace inverse of 6 over s minus 2 would be equal to, this is a constant, I can bring it out of the Laplace, which will be 6 times e to the power of 2t. And that would be my f of t, which is the final solution.